thrust right into it with Big
Okay.
D. That could be another name for the
That
show,
dude.
thrusting into it
Yes,
with
dude.
Big D. Well, and with a firm thrust forward here, right into it, we are now laying it down with Big D. Once again, I literally just 10 minutes ago got finished recording with another person.
Oh, you're on a grind.
And so we're on the grind. Shout out yesterday's episode with Zen. You know him from the
I do.
Anti-Eco Club or the 9 to 5 guys. But that's not who we're here to talk about. We're here to talk about this young, up-and-coming, rising star, yet to achieve an HLTV page, so you won't find him there. But the world is his oyster here, and a strong representative of the Nut Hut. I believe he does PR for them since they're usually doing a shit cast over there.
Yeah.
He's trying to hold it together for public relations and do some real casting for the Nut game. So you're a caster, I know that much.
Yep.
And an avid land goer. And are you going to be playing in land next weekend?
Yeah, I am. When they dropped those 3 new team slots, the 3 teams that got one were Liquid, Sportsbet Expert, and me and my fucking team, bro. Like, it's just the funniest lineup ever.
Who are you playing? Are you Fueled by Hate?
Yeah. So Swifter, I know you talked to Swifter. It'll be me and him.
Yeah, I'm so excited to meet Swifter. Dude, I get to meet all you guys in person.
He's a bundle of joy,
I know,
dude.
that's what I said. I was like, you would be hard-pressed to have a bad day around this person. The man is pure radiant energy.
He's also pure rage-baiting energy if he's not in the mood. So it's like, but he's a bundle of joy generally.
I can believe it. He's a teenage boy that probably can be incredibly devious when he decides to be.
Yeah, I think that's a good way to put that.
As we all can.
Yeah, probably fair. Yeah, he's gonna be playing with me, my buddy Punisher, and Diabetic, who have played main. Diabetic's played advanced, and Trian from No Radar.
We know Trian as well.
Yeah, he's our fit.
Yeah. We just had him on here. Well, to finish your introduction here, we didn't even finish the name, but I've got Oliver Fusion Sauers here with me. I almost called you Oliver Sykes because we were talking about bringing you the Horizon, but that would have been dead wrong. I got Oliver Sauers here, power name. We were talking about. Don't call him Ollie, though. How are you doing today, dude?
Dude, I'm good. Slept in, didn't have to work. Everything's great. I'm so rested. I'm so ready to tackle the day of doing nothing, bro. It's kind of sick.
What's your elo at right now on Facebook?
Bad, terrible, dog shit. Don't ask.
No, tell me the number.
It's probably lower than yours, whatever yours might be. I've lost. Hold on. Let me pull it up. I have a 20% win rate in my last 30 games. So it's I'm minus 400. To 1,800.
Dude, all right. After this, we'll go. If you got nothing to do today,
dude,
let's go.
I'm spinning pugs, bro. I gotta get it back.
Let's go. Let's go queue some super premiums. I'm at 1940 right now, so I'm ready to. Yeah, I'm ready. I'm ready to get back up over level 10, and I got like 2/3 of a Trenta pumpkin spice cold brew left in my fridge, waiting with my name on it. That's gonna help. That's gonna help those one taps get nice and crispy. So if you want to, yeah, dude, if you we'll grind some pugs after this.
We could do that. I'm so down.
But first, let's get some of the fusion lore here, because that's what we're here to yap about. Find out where does Oliver come from? What kind of humble beginnings he has. So my first question for you, if you'll indulge us and take us back in time. If you'd be so kind, tell us your earliest memories of gaming and how they led you to Counter-Strike.
So basically, I've been playing games my entire life, and it's been kind of everybody around me. We've always had the old school like Nintendo systems and stuff. Dad was a big gamer. Like when the PS2 dropped, we had Dad in my house. I remember when the PS3 dropped, he went and got that very same night, and we used to sit there and play. I forget what the 007 game was on the PS3 because it wasn't a GoldenEye, but it was fire because The PS3 was in like my bedroom, and fucking mom would get all
Was
pissed
it
at dad.
Rogue Agent?
Yes, yes, I think yes. That sounds so right. I'm gonna Google it actually. But he would sit in our fuck Rogue Agent 007 game, perhaps. Let me see the cover of this. No, that's too early. Hold on.
Was it
007
Nightfire?
PS3. I'll know it when I see it.
Because
Uh,
I know what
oh,
I
Bloodstone.
vaguely Bloodstone.
Bloodstone.
Okay,
I don't know. He used to sit
I
there
was
and
I
play
was
that.
way off.
It's fire. Yeah, it's abstract, bro. You never hear that. That and Quantum Solace rather were both the PS3 ones. But like, yeah. So he played games. He played all the old Wolfensteins, and he like put us onto the PS3 and Xbox. And then my uncle Mike as well was a huge gamer and like just played everything. Like the Tom Clancy's Splinter Cell. I played so much Splinter Cell
Oh
for
my
zero reason.
god,
Like I was like,
dude!
that was like
Chaos
the game,
Theory.
bro. Chaos Theory, bro. But yeah, and I don't know, we just had a bunch for the Xbox 360, and eventually, like as I got older, I don't even know how I got into Counter-Strike. It was just one of those things that was always there. It was I used to play it on a bunk ass HP laptop that got about 20 frames, and I got it. I'm actually coming up on my 10 year. It would have been fall of 2015, probably just after my 13th birthday, like in November, Thanksgiving break, and I remember buying it, but I couldn't run it. I couldn't play it. And like that was my problem for a long time. So like for like 3 years, like from age 13 to 16, I would like really want to play like it was Counter Strike and H1Z1, and I just couldn't run the games because I had this stupid HP laptop that like was our shared family laptop. And then I always watched the esports. I'm from the middle of nowhere, Pennsylvania, so like I'm from the same area code as a liege, actually. I'll just generalize it like that. I don't want to say too much, but like I'm from the same area code as a liege. So like Liquid was always a huge thing because it was this, hey, this kid's from, not too far up the road and he's playing, professional video games, which is still something that wasn't super popular, right? I feel like in the past 5 or 6 years, especially, like it's really blown a little more, but like this was when it was really starting to pop off. So like you got to think what, 2016, 17 in that time frame, and like this kid was from our area of the state and he was putting up numbers, and he on non-traditional path. It was very popular, and eventually I had finally, I think when I was, it would have been 2018. I got my first job in the spring of 2018, and that I met the first money that I made went to a computer. Like my stepdad had this old computer with an what was the processor? AMD FX something or other, and it was so old. And the first like few paychecks I got bought me an RX 580, so I could finally actually play Counter Strike. And by then I had 1,000 hours on the game, but it was also for 130 FPS laptop, surf gaming, whatever. It was like bullshit. And then the same deal. Like I get it, and I'm just like I'm not trying to be good. I'm on like this funny huge like brick of a mouse and an office keyboard, just like shooting Silver One for literally thousands of hours. And then I had always played it, like I'd always come back to it, and I stopped probably at the back end of high school, like junior senior year. I played so much Fortnite, dude. Like it was so fire. That game was. I have like I used to play the tournaments every week. I've probably easily spent $1,000 because Fortnite boomed and I was a high school kid making more money than I should have been, and I spent it all on Fortnite. So that's that's a little regretful, and I didn't get the refund somehow, but
Damn.
whatever. Yeah, right. And so I stopped playing Counter Strike. Like I would hop on and play like maybe once a week. So I was playing Fortnite every day of my life. For like I'd go from school and I'd like play Fortnite for 6 hours, and it was terrible. But and then I got to college and I had nothing but free time because I worked all of high school. Like I stopped playing sports my sophomore year to make money, so I didn't have to work in college. And I picked Counter Strike back up, and I actually was still like silver, but I started to realize like, hey, I could probably be good at this at some extent. And at the back end of Go, because I want to say CS2 came out the end of my freshman year of college, sophomore year, somewhere in there. And I want to say when CS2 came out is when I really started trying to be good. Because I played my first ESEA League season was 46. It was the last season on ESEA, and that was the only ESEA. I only ever played 4 ESEA pugs. I didn't play ESEA. I didn't play any league seasons. I played 4 pugs, and I had like 13 ADR because I was like 12 on a 30 FPS laptop, and like whatever. But but I started to realize like I should like try and get something out of this from spending my time on it and be good. And so like that sophomore year, that first league season was actually, yeah, it would have been sophomore year because that's when I got involved with Nut. So Tyler, Nut CEO, I know he was on here. I think it was a while back by now, but he
Long time ago.
yeah, yeah.
I'm just
He
kidding. We just been doing this year.
yeah, but you do a lot. You do a lot of them. Like it's like almost a daily thing. A lot of, and
We're
it's just
trying.
like, yeah, right. You're gonna run out of people to talk to, bro. But
Is it too much?
no, I don't think so. I'm not gonna
I
lie,
don't
I
think
pick and
so
choose who I
either,
want to
but
watch though. But no, I think
yeah,
it's
I don't
valid.
expect everybody to watch them. I just want everybody to be able to like go and
Get a platform a little bit.
so yeah, get
Respect the
to
fuck
know
out of
each
that.
other in the community.
Yeah,
I
dude.
will say I think I'm about to like write like do some journaling and write a piece of like write something that talks about like what I've learned talking to all of you from
That
throughout
could
the
be
year.
fire. That would
That
be sick.
hopefully that summarizes things a little bit better that everybody does want to read that. Anyway, go on.
Yeah, so
I
sorry.
can easily swing everything onto me.
But yeah, sophomore year of college. So Nut since the I'd been following Nut on TikTok since the beginning. Like the first I think the first TikTok that blew up was the one where it was like player forgot we had a game, and it was Pat who forgot they had a league game, and so that he like calls him on stream or whatever, and that shit was funny. But like the first like few batches that blew up on TikTok, I found them right away, and I've been following them for a long time, and so I got everything in my like follower feed on TikTok, and the one day I'm scrolling, and it's not like it's Nut, but it's just Tyler. He puts like a TikTok slideshow with a bunch of images, and like I'm like swiping through reading it, and I noticed the logo on his shorts. I'm like, wait a minute, and I keep swiping, and he's in my college library, and I'm like, wait, what the fuck? And like I tried to find the DMs, but I think they're gone to whatever. But I like comment, I was like, whoa, Nutetville. I'm just gonna dox it. I don't care. Millersville University. Um, neither of us are there anymore, but um, I was like, wait, Nutetville, and I like DM'd him, and he was like, wait, dude, you go here? I was like, yeah, I go here. I was like, that's fucking fire. And then like I got on the streams, and we did the bits where like I would go to Tyler's apartment, and we had the couch cam. We'd watch the games, do the shit cast. It was awesome. It was a great time. But my first like intro into playing was through Nut because I don't know if you've seen it before. We did the Sped Invitational, it was called, where they all the players like Jeff and everybody drafted teams of all of the Nut fans who wanted to play for like quote unquote Nut Academy. And they all drafted teams, and the winning team got to represent Nut Academy or whatever. The first time around, it was way smaller. Like it was way smaller. There was like 20 of us, and it was me, guy called Spartan, guy called Hydrosity, guy called Howls, and Will, not Will. But we uh we were the guys, and there were a couple other like it was a few other guys who came and played and subbed or whatever. Kobe 5K, shout out him. I know he's probably on Rust for 20 hours right now. But so that was the first league season. It was like ESEA, and none of us were good. None of us were trying to be good. It was the last season of Go, and we went like 4-9, and maybe three, whatever. No, 3-9. I think it would have been because it was the 12 game seasons, and we played a bunch of. I went to look at it the other week, and we played a bunch of teams who are now like main and advanced teams, which is a little funny. But then going into Go, we had kept Nut Academy going, and like Jeff would come give us coach, and like Sham and Luke would come in and help us and do whatever with us. And it was me and Spartan, and that ended up evolving into Corrupt Esports. So I'm sure you've talked to Classic, right?
We the only one on. There's only two people on Corrupt we haven't
Okay,
interviewed,
that's what
and
I
that's
thought.
Toasty and Ciccolini.
Yeah, that's what I
Caker,
thought.
Caker, Classic, and Clev. We've all talked to.
Yeah, that's the like if you go look on the league history on like my Face It League, it says I played for Corrupt Esports in like season 47, season 48. That's when it was done Academy. It was me, Clev, Spartan, and it just slowly evolved into what Corrupt is now. Obviously, there's a billion roster moves. I can't go over them all. There's a bunch of people there, a bunch of people were not. But and then
Well, yeah, and if you count Coach Tony there, he's been on the show
Coach Tony,
too.
I do count Coach Tony. I love Coach Tony.
We love Tony.
We love Tony. We hate Classic though.
Yeah, fuck
Uh,
that guy.
yeah, fuck you, Mark.
No, we're not. I didn't say that, Mark. I love you.
I'll double down
Go
if I
on.
have to. No, but like, yeah. And then season 50, I think, is when I like really actually started trying to be good because I played probably like I have 2,000 games played on Face It. I probably played like 1,000 or 1,200 of them and just spamming level like 5 and 6 pugs, not trying to be good or like doing anything outside of just spamming pugs for zero good reason. So season 50, we started with the Field by Hate. Field by Hate had existed before that with Brock and Edge, and they played Fragacago 23. And then after that event, I got in with Field by Hate, and that's I used to do like casting on that with Max. Max is like team manager and our good buddy. We stayed with him in Chicago, Fragacago 24. But he uh he would do the cast, but Max isn't a super big yapper. Like there'd be so many gaps, so it was kind of perfect for us two to like get together and build off that. And then season 50 came around, and Brock and Edge and Fizz, they were like, we wanna. They were ESEA main by that point, and I was just like, not really. I like season 49. I played like open with a few buddies and like just showed up to play the game and whatever. But season 50, we started this. It was Fueled by Hate Red, Fueled by Hate Academy, and that's where I got Swifter. Swifter was the first guy I got to come play with me, and it was Swifter, and we had a lot of roster moves. But season 50 was a cursed one, so it ended up being me and Swifter, and oh, who else played for this team? Our buddy Cormac. Shout out Cormac. He's not really involved in the scene per se. Our buddy Cormac, uh, season 50. Oh no, the team's gonna be deleted, bro. I don't even remember my teammates, dude. I'm evil. And Brock played with us, and Edge played with us. We had a billion roster moves, but they were like, we wanna help you guys like get five together and stick together for multiple seasons, and kind of help you guys do the right things to improve and get better. Because I think it's cool, because they thought it was cool that they had the same 5 or 4, maybe just recycled one player for 5 or 6 seasons. So like they were like, that doesn't happen enough. Teams don't stick together like that. I know right now I can think of like Enigma is a big one. Tisky and them. Shout out Galaxy, fully spelled out. Try to think. Nuts one of those teams too, where
Because
it's
they've
just
got
like
two fucking galaxies on their team.
they've got Glixie, Galaxy, and Galact, dude. It's great. I love it. But yeah, like Nuts one of those where it's like it was like Jeff Sham Luke for eternity, and now it's still, Jeff Toasty, you've been there forever. And it's just like, I don't know, it's ridiculous. There's not a whole lot of teams that do that though, like org shuffle each season, rosters shuffle each season, and it's just a recycling of the same players. But that's what that was their thought process. They were like, we'll help you guys like get a foundation for league, and they did. So season 50, we made playoffs, and that was Fragacago 2024. I want to say it was September of 2024, so just over a year ago, because I was just getting the memories on Facebook and shit. But we had to fly to Chicago, and Swifter lives in Wisconsin. I'm sure Milwaukee area. Nope, not Milwaukee area, Madison area. So he drove down, and I flew in, and Ethan G flew in from Pennsylvania and New York, respectively, and we had to play open playoffs, and we were like, "Shit, dude, we should reschedule, bro. We're flying in Thursday evening. We got to play at 9 p.m." And so we messaged the guy like, "Hey, bro, can we play tomorrow? Anytime tomorrow. Doesn't matter when. Just tell us when." And he was like, "No, dude, but we can move back to 10 p.m. PST tonight." I was like, "I'm not fucking playing a best of 3 with you at 1 a.m., you
At
cocksucker.
1
Like, shut the
a.m.
fuck up, dude." And so we all show up jet lagged. Swifter drives from fucking Wisconsin, stops at B Hop Esports, and picks up 3 computers and monitors, and we set them up all stupid like in Max's basement to play this open playoff game, and we just get fucking rolled. We deserved it. We were all tired, wanted to go to bed, play LAN the next day and shit. And it was awesome. It was a great time, but that was so absurd to me. And then season 51, same roster, me, Swifter, Ethan G. We added we had Cormac still, and we added this guy called Prodi. Uh, Great guy. Hope he's well. Doesn't play the game anymore. Just gets out in season 52 of IM, and haven't talked to him since. But we uh we then played CS no Frag Tap 2 in that hot ass basement. Were you to either of those? Oh my God, you missed out, bro. That was a fucking baptism of fire, dude. It was so hot in there. It was ridiculous. It was so hot and
That's what
cramped.
I've heard.
It was a great environment. Don't get me wrong, I loved it. But I went with Ethan G and Thomas and Cameron and Clev, and Clev played on that team. But yeah, I don't know. I got into the land scene pretty early, and I just talked to everybody. I'm not like a I'm a people person. I'll talk to whoever. I'll walk up to you and I'll say hi. I'm not like gonna be socially inept and parasocial about it. I'm just like, bro, like if I see someone I know on like when I go to Philly next week, I see like, dude, Hambuga, first guy every time. Love Hambuga. Gotta go say what up to Ben. But I don't know.
Is he gonna
It's
be there?
they're not though, but they're going to Frag Mega Jersey because they won that spot, right? They won the spot at Blocktober, but the whole Legacy Kingdom thing, and they don't have the money to get there, like so they gotta hold off to make their Zomblers land debut until Jersey because they just
Yeah,
signed
because Zomblers
Zomblers.
are Zomblers already have the former Drugs and Pugs lineup, the
Yeah,
Sunk and Luke 4K lineup. So I they are gonna be there representing Zomblers.
yeah, but
Um,
that's their Rising team or Academy team. They call it something that's not Academy, but I don't remember what. But
is that what it is? That's okay.
yeah, it's
That's
because
what's
they
going on.
yeah they just signed Hambuga and
Because they just
they'll be
yeah,
ECL.
they just got Cajun and Poseidon and Cool Comms
Cool comms,
and
fire,
dropping
Hambuga
Hambuga.
or drop, not fire. Fire's on take flight, isn't he? There's fire with
Yeah,
him.
fires take flight. Yeah,
He
fires
moved, he
take
bounced back and forth, so I like forgot because
right.
he did that thing where he got cut from that tsunami roster when
No,
they were 10-0 in advanced, and then they needed him back or something.
no, fire is playing with Cajun in them. It's
Yeah,
Cajun,
because
Fire,
okay,
Cool Comms, Poseidon, Hambuga, and it's drop Jared, Chris,
yes,
Puncho, and two
yes,
Panic on
they
take
did they
flight.
did a
Yeah,
switch, dropping fire because
they did it.
yeah,
The
they
old
cut
NA
fire when they
roster
were 10 and
shuffle.
0, dude. That was like out of pocket. They cut fire when they were 10 and 0 in advance for fucking Caustic hit by bus 55. And that's not like a diss on Caustic, but like why? Why would you make that
What's wrong
roster
with
move
Bus
when you're fucking 10 and
55?
0? No, dude, hit by bus 55, bro. That's his Twitter. And it's like
Is
I
that a
don't
reference to the song "Little Things" by Good Charlotte?
I don't know, maybe.
'Cause there's a
I don't know that
that's
one.
there's a, dude. It's an old one. Okay, it was
I
like
know
out
Good
when I was
Charlotte.
in middle school.
I
It
always
was one
forget
of
how
their
unky
early
you are,
songs.
bro.
It's called "Little Thing," huh?
I always forget how unky you are.
Yeah, dude. I'm
Like
35.
I'm 22, bro. Like
Yeah, bruh. I'm old enough to be your dad,
that would be a little
dude. I was
concerning.
busy when I was a child.
I was busy, bro. Dude, I feel like
No,
I'm all over the place.
but but Little Things by Good Charlotte, there's a part in it where they're like, all the rich kids had convertibles and we had to ride the bus. And in the background, they're like 55. Like that's the number of the bus 55.
I wonder if it
I don't
is.
remember
That'd be a
what bus number I rode when I was a kid.
We're bus number 12. We only had like
I think
15 buses, bro.
I had to have ridden bus 69 or 420.
Just because it would make so much sense.
Yeah, that's the only ones I could have been on.
Yeah.
Well, regardless, yeah, the NA roster shuffle is a thing. Well, I appreciate you sharing the full story as well, all the way up through to when like where you are now. How are you feeling about going to land next weekend with the boys?
It's gonna be fire. I know as a player in this game that like I'm not gonna be shit. So like I don't have like an ego or like super high expectations if I'm being real with you. My buddy Thomas, he compares it to like he's like, dude, he's like, this is just our like LA Fitness men's league basketball. He's like, this is our equivalent of playing, like the ESCA seasons. I'm like, yeah, like I don't intend on going pro. Like maybe I make advanced or some shit someday, but like this is just some shit I do in the background for fun. Like the game pisses me off, but I love it. It's it's all I've done for the past like, 5 years or so since I got to college. I was really started hitting it again, but um so yeah, I don't know. I do the player thing. I'm not going to be anywhere. I do the casting thing, but like I don't do enough. Like I don't like you're
You
way more
got the
active with
voice
it than
for
I
it.
am. I appreciate that. I hear that a lot, and it really makes me want to like go into it full time. But I like playing the game. I just need to learn to take like I need to learn to take like a back seat and try and like commit to casting a little bit because every time I do it, bro, I get like that self glazed. Like I like my ego gets a little stroked when I do the nut games and these nut guys come to my stream from Tyler's stream because it's so fucking annoying over there. And they're like, "Holy shit, dude, caster's voice," and I'm like, "Yes, dude, please, thank you." Like and like I don't know. All the players, like the nut guys, are like, "Dude, thank you, you're good." And like me and System last week did a nut game, and they were like, "You guys are fucking awesome." But like every time they're like, "You guys are good," and I'm just like, "Thanks, man." And then I just go fucking play level 8 pugs in the SCA main and intermediate, do nothing. But yeah, I don't know. This is just shit I do in the background. I didn't even know there was like a scene like this. Like I didn't know the underground. I only knew the like the fort of the scene until I got involved with Nut. And then I realized I was like, holy shit. I was like, there's so many people. I started getting active on Twitter. I started playing the game right, and I met a lot of cool people, which is sick. And that's like the best part of it is all of my friends. Like that's the best part of land, dude. All my friends who live in the computer, they're in Philly next week, bro. That shit's gonna be awesome. And like it's cool to put faces to names and like actually talk to people, and not just like hop on the microphone and whatnot. But I know that like classic is we're I want to say 4 or 5 hours apart, which is far enough that I'm not gonna go out of my way to see classic because fuck that. But like when we got them Jersey lands uh them Philly lands, and it's like, yeah, dude, we're there. Like it's great. It's a good environment. But yeah, I just graduated, so I'm not. I'm really, I'm really like Counter Strike is just like it's my LA Fitness men's basketball. It's something to do to keep me busy because I'm looking for now a full-time job and everything as this is going on.
Which
So
those
it's
are
like
tough to find right now.
you're telling me, bro. I graduated with sports management and athletic coaching, and I don't know. Like I'm applying for full-time jobs with a local baseball team where I'm at, and I'm also like half tempted to go coach basketball and substitute teach so that I don't know, just to do something that I want to do because I could teach, but I want to coach. But if I coach, it's like you have practice at 3:30 to 4 or whatever the fuck. And it's like, what job's gonna allow for you to just leave at 3:30? Like that's stupid. But yeah, I don't know. Real life gets in the way, and that's where I'm at right now. I keep going back and forth with it, but like. The opportunity came to play. I was gonna go to block either way as a spectator. There's so many cool teams there. I gotta get some pictures with some of the fucking goats, dude. But me and Swifter bought. I was talking to Swifter about coming. I was like, "You want to go as a spectator?" I was like, "He's like, yeah, bro, I'm fucking going." I was like, "All right, dude, look at flights. There's two airports." I was like, look at flights into Philly and look at flights into Harrisburg. I was like, see which one's cheaper. And he immediately bought a flight to Harrisburg before even leaving the call. And I was like, great, dude. I was like, he gave me no time to do due diligence. I was like, whatever, bro, we're fucking going. And then the opportunity came up to play when Punisher was like, I'm gonna try and get one of those team slots. Anybody have a fifth? And I was like, Swifter's coming with me. If I'm playing, Swifter's playing. I was like, because I'm not gonna do the thing where I play and he doesn't play and leave him on his own or whatever. He'd be fine. I mean, he's also just a social guy who will talk to anybody. You drop him in the middle anywhere, he'll make it. He'll make it fine. But and so now we're playing in it, and we brought back Field by Hate name because really because we both just have the jersey. Like they were like, "What's our team name?" I was like, "Dude, do Fuel by Hate," because me and Swifter have the jerseys, and Fizz um finally sent Diabetic, who is our fifth land teammate. They were gonna go to Frag. I think it was it Frag 18 in Kansas City, right?
Yep.
Yep, because Frag 19 was Windsor. Frag 18 Kansas City. They were set to go to that. Fizz, Diabetic, BXD, Edge, and Schooner. and they bought the jerseys and didn't go. And Fizz has had Diabetic's jersey this entire time. And he just now shipped it to me. So now three of us have jerseys, and Trian and Punisher are getting themselves a little t-shirt action. But like, dude, Fizz, fuck Fizz. If Fizz isn't watching this, he's a bum. But like, those who know will know. Fuck Fizz. He kept that jersey for so long, dude. So long. He still has Unk. We call him Unk. He's just a little older. We call him. He's got Unk's jersey, and Edge and BXD and Max. The only reason they got their jerseys is because they drove from Chicago to the major, but they made a pit stop at Fizz's in Indiana to pick up the fucking jersey because he wasn't mailing them, dude. It was ridiculous. I don't know, man. Way she goes, I suppose. But
You hate to see it.
yeah. I don't know, man. I noticed I'm yapping a lot. I don't think I'm coming close to a Jacker or a Cajun record. By the way, a notable point, both IGLs. Both IGLs.
They are.
Interesting.
You know who else is a close runner up for them as a certified yapper?
Who?
Crisp. Another
Yeah,
IGL.
I was gonna say, while we're getting the trend.
Guess who else IGLs when they play that loves the yapping a whole lot?
Is it you? Yeah, I IGL too.
This guy.
Yeah. Like, shit comes natural to me, bro.
We'll see. Yeah, that's the thing is like it comes natural to me, and so like that's just like the role I kind of fulfill when I'm playing with my friends.
Yeah.
I try not to like. I will call pugs, but like I've dude
I know how people feel about that, bro.
9 times out of 10 by the end of by like round 3 or 4 of a pug, if I'm solo queuing, I will have all 9 other players in the
Yes.
lobby muted.
Yes.
Not voice enable 0. I will have right clicked on each one and muted them. I do not want to read what you have to say. I don't want to hear your stupid mouth. I know that sounds like I don't care about our scene, but like
No, you're
most
right.
of the
No,
people that
they're
go to
cretins.
pug
They're
level
freaks,
8
bro.
9 face,
They're fucking
right.
freaks, and you can't get out. You're better than all of them, but you can't get out. I fucking literally last night, dude. I fucking played 4 pugs. I went 1-3, 1-3. Hold on, let me check some stats here. 90 dar, 123 dar, 103 dar, 100 dar, and I lost 3 of them. Like, and I'm just like, you click on the lobby. Let's just pick this one for example. Click on the lobby. Oh, my teammate from Paraguay has 61 dar, and my other teammate from Venezuela has 50 dar. And you know what they did? Started throwing round 3. Fucking Christ, dude. God, region lock the platform. Hot topic.
Well,
No, not really.
Well, I would like to see region lock happen purely for ping reasons. Like I absolutely, because Counter-Strike 2 is broken to where like if you're 50 to 100 ping, you're fucked. If you're past 100 ping, you're flying around corners with massive peekers advantage.
Yeah,
and can't be hit.
It's insane. That's what, dude. If well, it wouldn't work for you. You're fucked up. You're in Arizona, but when you move to Jersey, throw on exit lag and QU and EU pug. You're about to see how Christmas it is. You'll see how inflated EU elo is, bro. You go Q and EU pug right now at 1940. You're the best player in the lobby, and it's not close because they're about NA level 5s. Like it's seriously insane. And the problem with region locking, right? I should not be allowed to do that. I should not be allowed to set my region to EU and go queue 100 ping pugs for no fucking reason. And the same thing should South America. And like every time I ask, like why don't you guys queue South America? They're like, the queues are dead. And I'm like, well, if you all fucking queued South America, it would be fine. But you don't. You queue NA where you ping 70 to Dallas and fuck my butthole. Like it's insane. Like
it's. That is funny because that's something that I have experienced since I was a child. Yeah. That like people queuing from outside of the region, and you're like, why? Well, the servers are better, or like there's not that many people playing in my region. It's like in 2025, I know that's not the case. Yeah, every region in the world is playing video games now.
Everybody everywhere has access to it, bro. It's insane. I think like the region locking, all they have to do is put into effect. I think that would fix it. If you can't ping consistently under like 75 to 2 different NA servers, I don't think you should be able to QNA. That way, even if you live up in your jank ass areas of Canada, you could still ping to like, Chicago and Denver or Chicago and Virginia. Like if you're up in like Newfoundland or some shit, you would still ping under 75 to Chicago and Virginia, but you wouldn't to like Dallas or Denver. But that's fine. And it's the same way it's like North America, Central America, you would still ping, let's just say the Dominican or some shit. The Dominican would still ping under 75 to probably all three Dallas, Virginia, and Chicago. Maybe not Chicago, but like Guatemala would still ping to Dallas and maybe Virginia. Like I don't know. They need to like I don't know. There's so much work that would need to go into that. They would need to do data collection and like
I
verify
would like
IDs
to
and
see a better
addresses and shit.
anti-cheat first.
Buddy,
If
we're
I
not
if
fucking
I
getting it, pal.
I know. I'm just saying. I think there might be bigger fish to fry on the platform than
They're not
region
getting there.
locking, but it is an issue.
No, I
Well,
know.
yeah. Let. I'm getting eager to go play Pug, so I'm gonna ask you a few more questions here.
Whatever you want to know.
And yeah, well, go into a little bit more detail about what you think is wrong with North American Counter Strike and what you think the solutions are. That'll kind of be our last
Okay.
topic of discussion here, and then I'll ask you my last couple of questions.
The problem with North American Counter-Strike for me is the people. Like I there's so many false egos and like people who think they're shit when they ain't shit. And like obviously there's a ton of great people, but like there's just like our role models don't are like our North American role models are not as good as I'd wish them to be. Like who do we have? Like who do we have in NA that's like from the past, that it's Stewie 2K and Freakazoid and like that's it. Like we
We've
just don't have like the
we've got
people.
like Nitro and Stanislaw.
But yeah, but
Those are
they're
like
actively
the
playing
only
them, you know what I
people.
mean?
Right, they're kind of the only people left from that old guard that are
Yeah.
positive role models and
Yes.
good like leaders in the scene.
Yeah.
The
Like
rest of the people that you're talking about, there's nothing wrong
our
with them,
fuck
but like,
no, hold on. I wouldn't say that. Sorry, go on.
well, I'm not going to sit here and slander a bunch of people by any means, but I'm just saying like we don't have you are right. We don't have a lot of positive role models from like yesteryear.
No, and it starts at the top. So like then you get these guys who are like main players and they're like talking all sorts of shit. I love to talk shit personally. I think it's great. But like there's some people who do it and it's perfect and it's like, everybody knows it's banter and it's fun, it's a good time. And then there's people who think like that they like are then the second coming of Jesus Christ, but they're not. But like and then the role models thing, it's like you ask a lot of people will queue into Stewie 2K, right? I just the other week, Stewie 2K and Mo and Freakazoid on my team with Edge, and fucking every round, freaking Stewie or not really Stewie, but Freak is just insta dying on A on fucking train with a full belt, throwing no util, and I'm like retaking from B every round. Fucking, I have the most kills on the team, and I'm playing B side on train, and it's just like they're no calming. My buddies in their stream messaging me on Steam. He's like, "Yeah, they're just shit talking to you," and I'm like, what the fuck is like, what is your fucking issue? Nobody takes the accountability. Like it happens, bro. Like you're shitting the bed. We move. But like you're just the guys who spam pugs all day. You're not trying to like be productive to the next generation of like people who are in your lobbies and playing ESEA League and like they're not actively involved and there's no real like projects, right? Like in EU TNL is going to be my example here. JR from Vega Squadron is their coach. Like that's an old guard EU player who started that TNL project and whatever and built it up. We don't have that shit going on here. We don't. We have fucking SKDC with Uncle Ocean, bro. And it's like and that's even then it's
Which
not
is
even like new
good.
gen.
That's a good
It's
thing.
I don't know if it's a good thing. It's a thing, but like it's not it's what? Louis Poison, Uncle Ocean, Wumbo, and somebody else. So it's not really like these young new gen players. Then every season of NA Advanced and ECL, it's just like the same guys get recycled onto these teams. That's not to take anything away from those guys because obviously they're very good players, but at some point I'd like to see like some just random fucking cracked guy on 100 DAR in main get pulled up and shit, or like some random like I don't know, man. The problem is we just don't have the pool of talents like that because nobody like, we don't have enough people playing in this region with that mentality. And like, I won't lie, I'm guilty of it because I know I'm not going anywhere. So like, I don't play with that mentality, but like, I'm not acting like I am or anything at the same time.
No, you're not out there like trying to pretend you are
Yeah,
going to be
yeah,
by any means. You have a realistic view of it.
yeah,
I,
and
I,
that's
I
yeah,
well, and I agree with you. I agree with you on the fact that there aren't enough people in the scene acting like professionals to bring that like professional attention to back to NACS, right? So, and there's a lot of factors that go into that, and one of them definitely is ego, but like I, 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 I don't agree that we don't have the talent in this region.
yeah. That might have that.
That that is
Yeah,
that, but it's unrefined and it's raw and it's
it's just raw
misguided,
mechanical with no like
right?
exactly like well, that's why like you say
And
like
and the
there's nobody
ego that
there.
you're right, and the ego that you're talking about prevents it from shining through.
Mhm.
Like the roster shuffles and the oh, I can't solve this problem, we need to try something new. All of that stuff and like the kind of constant sense of desperation and every man for himself makes it so that that talent never congeals to find a solid roster
Yeah, yeah,
because I really do I really don't believe that like you know what it's like when you go play in some of these games. These guys can fucking shoot in this region. That
yeah,
is not an issue. It's how consistently we can do it and how much we can get ourselves in the right state of mind to do it for each other instead of
yeah.
just trying to build our pug stats so we look marketable to an org that doesn't exist in our space.
Yeah, like we don't have the org support. We don't have like the veteran players like because obviously Valorant took a lot of like the NA guys who I think maybe maybe not, but maybe could have been like those guys like JR who are a little more involved in CS after their playing days or like it kind of like the timing of it was insane. Like we never got to see like I don't even know Sick or like I mean we saw Sick in a major, but you know what I mean like guys like Sick, guys like Shazam got pushed. I mean, obviously we saw enough Shazam, but like tens and all those guys, we never really got to see them pan out in Counter Strike because they jumped ship, and then nobody ever and like that was like the next generation. Like all those guys, like we just like skipped a generation and it set us back. And in a region where we just don't have that many top tier players like that, it's it's a process to bounce back because like again you look at Europe like you look at there's what 3 million registered users just on Face It CS in Europe or something like that and it's like 400,000 in North America like they just have a bigger pool and it's like that's all
Oh
it comes
yeah.
down to sometimes and then like guys over there like Bondic is still around and JW has the Eyeballers project going like their goats are over there like actively involved in doing shit like Bondic's still playing for Favbet
Well, you even
Caesars
have
have
somebody
Nine
like
Pandas going and shit like there's so much
Dendi from Dota 2 who was like
yeah
the go like one of the oldest. He was like the first Dota 2 megastar and one of the most famous uh, personalities of all time. He's investing his esports like he's the bait organization, right? Like
yeah
he's investing in the next generation of not just Dota but like Counter Strike and Rocket League and like he has more of a like yeah and I think some of that stuff, man, I think some of that ties back to like an overall cultural issue and
yeah
difference between our regions, right? Like in CIS and Europe, deciding to be a professional gamer is or like investing all your time to like video games and esports is a socially accepted thing.
yeah yeah
You graduate college and you haven't done shit with video games yet, your parents are looking at you at the age of 23, 24, like, hey, when are you getting a real job, buddy? Like, when are you going to stop wasting time, right?
yeah
And
yeah
so like there's a lot of there's a lot of factors. Like I said earlier, like there's a lot of stuff that I have learned over the course of this year talking to all of you guys. Like in like an actual meaningful conversation,
Hmm.
that like there's so many factors that go into why NACS is struggling
Hmm.
that I don't know. It's kind of a microcosm for the world as a whole.
Yeah, I think
It's
content creation as well as inhibits
hey, what
that.
do you think we're doing? What do you think we're trying to do over here, baby?
I know, but like, well, for like, you know
We're
what I
trying to
mean.
plug a hole with Big
But,
D.
uh, dude. But yeah, like again, we go. I keep going back to it, but think of like guys like Nothing. Nothing is better off as a content creator than putting anything in Counter Strike. We saw Dren do it with Nouns for a while, right? Like he was involved, but it's not really gainful for him to keep investing in it, especially after, there's no more financial backing for Nouns or anything. There's just no real there was no real point for him to do it, and like we have guys now. I've casted them a few times, and I talked about it on their streams a lot. Like, sports bet expert, so fucking exciting, bro. To have an owner with the financial capital and like passion, who's actively involved in the project to make something happen. That's the type of shit we fucking need. And it's like,
That's
eh,
the team that is the exact roster I've got my eye on for NA over the next couple of
yes,
years.
because he has the financial capital. He plays Counter Strike. He pugs. I don't know if he's done so recently, but like I've played some pugs with Pete, and he's actively involved. It's a passion project. It's not just like an org doing something in the background. And that's what like likes to be too, right? Like it's a passion project for us. We're just not rich. So it's like, but like he uh it's just we don't have enough of that. And it's just like we saw Blue Jays come in, and I don't know, that fell
They're
out for
already
me, man.
gone from the
Like, yeah,
space.
they sold that roster or that potential major spot to the first gambling company they can get their hands on. But like that's just like I don't know, man. It's just like look like Skin Rave is just like come on, like that's not like an org with people who are super bad. I could be wrong. I could be wrong, but that just doesn't give
Yeah,
me the same vibes as like the people who are like actively involved and super like guys like Saban even at Take Flight. Like he's involved. He loves that
yeah.
shit. Like Saban and
He's an
Nello
actual
are
gamer.
yes, and it's not like hold on. I wanted to go look at the NA rankings real quick. Because it's just like you look through like that's the other thing. You look through like our VRS system, we're just behind because we don't have the coverage. So it's like M80, they've proven it. Energy, they're involved. Like it's there's top orgs, and then like Wildcard was a fucking shit show. Like Skin Rave. Marsborn like love what's going on there. Love Marsborn guys. Like that they're
Yep.
one of the same thing. But then it's like you see getting info is there, and it's just like they're just a five guys with a no org. They're their own devices. Um.
Well, they're not exactly a group of individuals that organizations exactly want representing them.
No, and I think they're overhated, which is a controversial take, but like I think if we keep dwelling on it, we're not going to be able to move on and really recognize that something is controversial. I think Snab is one of the better IGLs that our region has right now. Like a
I
top
agree
three, like
with you.
podium IGL, but his
I
path.
agree with you. I'm just saying I think those guys stay orgless for more than just the reason I said. I think those guys probably stay orgless because they know what they're worth and deserve
Nobody
an
can match
actual
that.
org.
Yeah.
Yeah, they deserve an actual org paying them to play professional Counter Strike.
Hmm.
Like you said, Snav is one of the best IGLs in the region. If we had one of the best IGLs in the region playing professionally and dedicating his time to it, he might not be nearly as stressed out when he goes to LAN events or whatever, feeling like he needs to
Yeah.
do whatever. But we'll get the Snav episode someday, hopefully. Snav, if you're watching, we want you. I sent him a Discord message, but he never responded.
He's
So,
entertaining, bro.
well,
He's a funny guy. I love watching the
he's
Snap stream.
well, yeah, he's definitely a popular person. Well, I'm getting eager to go pug now. So
We can
let's,
pug, bro.
dude. I got two more questions here for you, Fusion
Okay.
Oliver
I'm locked back
Sykes.
in.
All right, I got my second to last question. Thank you for sharing your thoughts, by the way. I do
Yeah, of
appreciate that.
course,
I don't
dude.
mean to just
No,
cut
you're
you off.
good,
I
bro.
know
I don't know. I didn't
this
have
is the
anything else.
exact vibe I want on the show, dude. We're just fucking yapping with each other. It's nobody. Professionality be damned.
Right?
But to a degree. Um, the second, okay, I got two questions for you. One, where does your in-game name Fusion come from?
I seriously don't know.
Oh
Thought
God.
that shit just looked hard when I was like 13, bro. It's just like I used to. We remember when Xbox 360 clans, bro. Like it evolved. It was. We had Twisted TWIZTID with lowercase x, capital T, lowercase. Like you
Oh
know how it
yeah,
goes.
dude.
It was
Oh,
Twisted.
I
It was
know.
Twisted X Gamer. She was hard as fuck. And then we had Unstoppable, and it was Unstoppable X Guns with a Z because you couldn't fit more than four characters after Unstoppable. And then eventually, I don't know. I seriously don't know why it was Fusion. I think I just I I I seriously have nothing, dude. It just came to be. Capital F, capital
It
N,
just
double
it
I. Just looks cool. I don't know.
looks cool. That's dude. Say less, fam. That's it there.
The double I to make it symmetrical.
Yeah, dude.
Like,
It's sexy.
thanks, dude.
You love to see it.
Yeah.
All right, you ready for your final question here?
Yeah, dude.
All right,
Let's hear it.
if you could talk to a younger version of yourself and give them some advice, what would it be?
I'd probably tell him to lock in, but he'd heard that 100 times. Uh, I was always the kid who was like getting the "you're so smart if you would only apply yourself," and that's kind of like a general thing. Like I just like in casting, like we talked about earlier, I just don't do enough to like do a little more involved in it or like playing. It's just like I do whatever's there in front of me. And then it was the same way with education. Like I coasted by all of school. I got my degree, but I'm not like no 4.0 student. But I love to learn and all that shit. And younger me definitely still loved to learn, but he didn't love to do the shit that came with it. So I'd probably tell him to take a little more buy a little more stake in himself and actually fucking lock in. Like I just did what I could, did what I needed to, but not anything over the top.
Well, guess what? You're still very young, so there's plenty of time to lock in.
Yeah.
Um, you what you're describing there is exactly what I went through growing up. I've always been too smart for my own good because I'm really good at figuring out how to get out of work instead of just doing the work and
Yeah, dude.
enjoying the rewarding feeling from it, right? And then I
How can I
later
do
go,
this
wait, I
in
should have
these
just
steps?
right, exactly. So, you'll see me carrying up the grocery bags, like 20 of them on each arm.
Hmm.
2 trips is for bitches, that kind of thing.
Yep.
I work hard. I work harder, not smarter.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
as it turns out, I think I'm working smarter, not harder, but I'm making it harder on myself. But you're still young, dude. You said you're 22 years old.
Yep.
You just graduated college. We're gonna go bust through to level 10 right now, and the world is your oyster. Anything could happen. So,
That's
all right,
it.
dude. Well, I think that's good advice, though. Lock the fuck in.
Lock
Invest
the
in
fuck in,
yourself.
dude. Yeah, take a little more
Um,
steak, dude.
yeah, I love steaks, dude. Um,
Hell yeah.
Medium rare all day. Anyway, all right. Well, this has been another lovely episode. I'm glad we finally got to do this. Thank you for joining me here, Oliver. Thank you, all of you at home, for watching. And one last thing here before we go. If you want to give us a little Hot Ones action, this camera, this camera, this camera, you want to let the people know what you got going on next, where they can find you, any shout outs or plugs you want to give, this is your time.
Got you. So you can find me on Twitter, Fusion_GG, two eyes. Twitch, I am Fusion, two eyes and Fusion. We're playing Blocktober next week. I love to talk to everybody. Love to talk to people. If you see me there, say what's up. Um, I'm always pugging. I'm kind of a dickhead when I do, but like it's never personal. But shout out Classic, shout out Ed, shout out Swifter, all my teammates. Fuck Caker this time. We're gonna pivot. I hate Caker. Um,
Damn.
Shout out
Big
Brock. Shout out
Baja getting
Mac.
the hate.
Yeah, dude. Shout out Nut. Big Baja can suck it, bro, and he will next week. Just wait. But was that out of pocket? No, no, no. If you read what he told me yesterday, it's not out of pocket. But he but yeah, shout out Nut. Of course, always been a passion since they got me into the scene and are my best friends in the industry right now. Text Tyler every day. talk to him all the time. It's cool to see what they build up in that org. So I don't know, man. I just take it day by day. I wake up with no real game plan and wing it. But yeah, that's
That's
about
the
all
way
I
to
got.
do it, baby. I love it. All right, dude. Well, thank you at home for watching, and that is it. All right. Oh.
Excellent, dude.
And